Good morning and welcome to Sensei's Backyard Dojo. Feet together? Ready? Good. Alrighty, let's get into this. Today I want to do a forward punch and a reverse punch. So a little bit of theory for you. Let's drop into a forward leaning stance. So an Oizuki 1, a forward punch, is a punch that takes place with the hand that is on the same side as your front foot. Forward punch. Boom. Pretty simple, isn't it? A reverse punch, or a Guyaku Zuki, is a punch that takes place on the hand that is above the foot that is the back foot. Reverse. Back. It's not that it goes back that way. I remember when I first started martial arts training, do a reverse punch, and I went... No. Okay, so forward, Oizuki 1, a forward middle thrust punch, takes place over the front foot. A reverse punch simply means back, and it takes place over the top of the foot that is back. They have two different hip rotations. So one, you just push forward, and the other one, you actually begin in this position and push forward with your hip. One is actually longer range, one is shorter range. One reaches pretty much as far as you can reach without straightening your elbow. The other one doesn't reach much further than your front knee. And that's a good way for you to gauge it. Is it going, if you're doing your reverse punch like that, I'll go on the side. If you're doing your reverse punch like that, you're going too far. Your reverse punch goes to there. It doesn't go very much further than your front foot. It doesn't actually extend outside of your body, outside of your bubble, which means that you need to be closer to your intended target if you're doing a reverse punch. In our first kata, our yellow belt kata, our Washigiri, our Kion, what is it? Our Washikion Genzoku no kata. The last routine of movement is we step forward with an upper block and do a reverse punch. Do you remember that? That's before we do the rolls in it. No, it's not. It's in the very first movement. I should know this. Anyway, that's the movement, right? And so it's not stepping backwards and doing a punch because they're way too far away. They're stepping forward and doing the punch. So just be aware that your reverse punch is shorter range. Your middle thrust punch is a bit longer. Let's get into it. So I'm going to move into forward leaning stance on the side here. I'm going to do my Oizuki 1, my middle thrust punch. So make a fist, little finger, next finger, next finger, next finger, thumb on top. And we're punching with our two big knuckles, not our little knuckles. Big knuckles are strong, little knuckles break really easy, trust me. So we're going to start in our punching position. So we've got our backhand on our belt and our punching hand out in front. So with your focus hand, bring it up onto your shoulder, draw it down and pull the punching hand back. At the point where your wrists connect, turn your punching hand over and pull it back onto your belt and focus out. Build your pressure, build your pressure, build your pressure. Push, and as you push, rotate forward into a horse riding stance. At the point where you actually make connection, right? So notice my fist is up. At the point where you make connection, that is where your fist turns over and you rock back into the forward lean stance. That little hip rotation does some really interesting things in the realm of power generation. Okay, so pull it back, focus, and make sure you breathe. Okay, pull it back. Ich, ni, san, shi, go, roku, sech, hutch, ku, ju. Okay. Let's do the other side. Ich, ni, san, shi, go, roku, sech, hutch, ku, ju. Do that 300 more times and then we'll move on to the next one. Done? Good. Okay, so our next one we're going to do, that was our Zuki one, our middle thrust punch. Our next one we're going to do is our Gakuzuki, our reverse punch. So again, stepping forward into forward leaning stance, punching hand out. Notice it's over the back foot this time, and it's not too far out. Notice, bend, bend. It's not straight, it's bent. A bent joint is a strong joint, a straight joint is a broken joint, okay? So it's not bent, but it's, you know, there's a slight curve there, a slight curve there. With our focus hand on our front hip this time. So once again, focus hand up onto the shoulder, draw the hand down, and as we're drawing down, you notice that looks very much like a lower block. Have you noticed that? Yeah? As we draw the hand down, we're rocking backwards into horse riding stance and placing our punching hand on our hip. We're focusing on our target direction. We're building our pressure, building our pressure, building our pressure, and we're going to rock our hip forward, push forward, and breathe out. And at the moment of connection, we snap it over. So pulling it back, so we actually connect and then snap it over. I think my battery's running out. Let's get through this then. Ich, knee, san, shi, go, roku, sech, hutch, ku, ju. Other side. Ich, knee, san, shi, go, roku, sech, hutch, ku, ju. Do that 300 more times on each side, and then I'll get right back to you. Alrighty, let's see if I can fit this in the amount of battery life I've got left on the phone. Now we're going to do a little punching exercise, okay? It's going to involve push-ups. Push-ups are good for you. So what we're going to do is we're going to go in groups of 10. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You see what we're doing? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This is a lot of push-ups in one go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Don't do this before you've had breakfast. You need the fuel. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Whew. I'm out of shape. Well, hopefully you made it through as many as I did. If not, that's okay. But it's something we can work on. So, punch. Remember that there's a connection between your legs, your body, and your hand. It's not just It's the whole body movement. The same with your thrust punch. There's a whole body movement. It's not just... So practice that. And practice connecting the two together. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. Here's a really cool exercise for you. For your reverse punch. Yeah, I'm on the angle, I've got my reverse punch happening, and I'm going to do 3 punches. And I'm going to do reverse punches in opposite direction. 1, 2, 3. Another one. 1, 2, 3. See the whole body movement? 1, 2, 3. Try to make your punch land with your snapping twist, so that the power you're generating through your whole body ends up coming out through your knuckles. Once again, if you have any questions or queries, shoot me an email or a text or a comment below this video. Thank you for your time. Hope you stay safe, and I look forward to seeing you next time on Sensei's Backyard Dojo. Get together? Hey. Domo arigato.